Hi, and welcome. It's the John Morris Show on a Tuesday morning. Glad you are with us this morning. I am not, quite obviously, not in the TFNB studios on historic Elm Avenue. May not be there this week. We are in Las Vegas for the college basketball crown tournament with Baylor basketball. The crown, again, to remind people, is a second-year tournament. Last year it was 16 teams over 8 days. And Nebraska won it. And look at the springboard we think it provided for Nebraska last year into this year. Great season. So Coach Drew is hopeful that it will do the same for Baylor this year. But this year it's a trimmed-down tournament. It's put on by Fox Sports. And there's the bracket. Baylor plays Minnesota in the first game coming up tomorrow night, 9:30 Central Time. That follows the Oklahoma-Colorado game, the first game of the tournament. So 2 quarterfinals on Wednesday, 2 more on Thursday, Stanford versus West Virginia, and then Rutgers versus Creighton. So those are the 8 teams that are in the tournament this year. And it is kind of the new wave of postseason. The crown has usurped really the NIT. Teams given the option would come to the crown over the NIT because you've got a chance to make money for your players here. They pay per game, per win. So I think the total purse is $500,000, $300,000 to split goes to the winning team. I think that's right. I'll double check, but it's significant money to these players. And maybe that's really good motivation for everybody to play well in this tournament. It's put on by Fox Sports. They wanted some college basketball this time of year with the NCAA tournament going on CBS and Turner, and then the NIT going on ESPN. Fox Sports says, yeah, we want a piece of that college basketball postgame. So they created this crown tournament and reworked it from last year's 16-team tournament. So that's why we're here. That's why we're here in Las Vegas. And Baylor opens tomorrow night against Minnesota. Look forward to it. The odd thing is Baylor finished the Big 12 tournament, bowed out after the first round loss to Arizona State, and hadn't played a game since. Now, they've been practicing. They had some time off, and they've been practicing, but they hadn't played a game since, what was that date? It was like March 10th, maybe? 10th or the 11th was when Baylor played their last game. And here they'll play tomorrow night, which is April 1st. So that's a pretty significant layoff between games. But the big thing is, and the best thing is from a Baylor perspective, is that Coach Drew and the coaches, they have complete buy-in from the players. So it will be the team that wore the green and gold all season. That includes Tunde Yesufu. That includes Cameron Carr. It includes, everybody, Caden Powell, everybody for the Bears will play in this game. And again, should be pretty highly motivated with the money that's available. If you win and advance, you get more money for playing here in this tournament. So that's why we're here in Las Vegas. We are stationed at the Cosmopolitan Hotel, which is really, really nice. It's right off the strip. I'm going to say right on the strip. Maybe if you walk out one door, you're not exactly on the strip. But if you go around a pathway, you can walk right out onto the strip. So really, really nice hotel. And again, Fox Sports makes the accommodations here. So first class so far all the way for this crown tournament that begins tomorrow for Baylor. In fact, thanks to Garrett, who's behind the scenes. Brandon, you hear me thank Garrett and Brandon. They're the 2 producers behind the scenes. Well, Brandon is, he and his wife are having a baby today. So Garrett's making things work. And Brandon, we wish nothing but the best for you and your wife, and hope things go very smoothly today. But we're in Brandon to pull the curtain back. He is located in the San Francisco, San Jose, California area. So when he's with us and gets things up and rolling every day, when we're on at 9 a.m. Central Time, that is 7 a.m. Pacific Time when he is on with us. and gets things on the air. And I'm in that Pacific time zone today here in Las Vegas. So it's just a little bit different, 7 to 8 a.m. Pacific time show this week, or as long as we're here with Baylor basketball, and hopeful that it is a good run for the Bears. The only downside, and I don't want to harp on this, but so you'll know my heart in this. I always want Baylor to win. I never want Baylor not to win, and that's the case here. But it's Easter weekend, and there's a chance we could be here through the weekend. The championship game, semifinals would be on Saturday. Championship game would be on Sunday, on Easter Sunday. So I got to be honest, I'm really torn with that. I would hate being away from my family and just being home on Easter Sunday. But that is the schedule, and that's what we've got, and we'll play it out. And again, I always pull for Baylor to win. It's always a good thing when the Baylor Bears win. I remember when we were in Indianapolis for the Final Four in 2021, that was over Easter weekend also, and it turned out to be really special. The team and the coaches, and that includes my son-in-law, Ty Beard, they were in the bubble, so they couldn't join us. But we had a Baylor Families Easter service that Sunday right there in the Westin Hotel in Indianapolis. And it was so memorable, and it was so special. It was really good. Mark Weibel led it. Mark is the Baylor basketball chaplain. He led the Easter service, did a terrific job. And to have the family together, the Baylor family together, and my whole family was there at that point. We did church, man, in the Westin Hotel in Indianapolis, and it was Easter, and it was very special. So I'm sure we will have a similar service here. Coach Drew always has chapel before every game. Something you need to know about this program: they do chapel before every game, and it is so good. And it revolves around, rotates between the different assistant coaches and Pastor Scott Brewer. And it is always so good, investing in the lives of these guys. And we'll do that, and we'll have that here. But it'll be a little different if we're here through Sunday or playing in the championship game on Sunday, just not being at home for Easter Sunday. But that's why we're in Las Vegas. I was giving Garrett a little bit of tour of my room. This is a terrible background to be in Las Vegas, but I'll try to improve on that tomorrow. I'm on the 17th floor. Mr. Pat Nunley is on the 54th floor of this hotel, but I've got a little balcony outside too. So behind me, that door goes through one of those doors. One goes to the bathroom, one goes into the bedroom, and then there's a balcony in there. So I've got to figure out a way to position this camera to be out on the balcony and show you the strip, show you the view out the balcony from here at the Cosmopolitan Hotel, because it's really nice. I mean, it's what you'd expect. It's the lights, it's the glitter, it is all of that. We are right next to the Bellagio Hotel, which I love. Stayed at the Bellagio first class there when we were here for the National Football Foundation dinner banquet. And the first thing I did when we got here, and there were some of us, the team flew on a charter, but it was only a 30-seat charter. So there were some of us that flew commercial, 14 of us that flew commercial yesterday. And despite a 3.5-hour delay for a tire issue at DFW, you gain 2 hours when you come west. So we still got here at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And then the first thing I did was got the bags, and they're in the team meeting room, which is down on the second floor. And I walked over to the Bellagio, and it is just spectacular. I mean, it was a covered corridor connecting these hotels, and they've got a great Christmas display every year that has turned into right now a great spring display in the hotel in the Bellagio. So really, really nice. But this, I'm gonna explore a little bit more of this Cosmopolitan today. So we got a little time up early for this. I'll have a lot of time, and then practice at 1 o'clock Pacific time for the Bears this afternoon. We'll go and catch that, do some interviews, and be ready to go for the game coming up tomorrow. But I say all that to say, good view out the balcony, and I'll try to figure out a way to join you from the balcony tomorrow morning as the sun comes up here in Las Vegas, and you can see the all the lights and all the glitter of Las Vegas. All right, glad you're with us this morning. We appreciate it. We're brought to you by Alliance Bank and by the Brazos Landing. Thanks to all the great folks at Alliance Bank. That is Eric Sharrow. I'm not sure if the Sharrows are coming to Las Vegas or not. Maybe they will. Ricky Thompson, Todd Moore, all the great folks at Alliance Bank, Central Texas, your Central Texas bank, voted by Forbes 2025 Best in-State Banks. They are valuing their relationships with their customers and with their communities, and they've got seven convenient locations around Central Texas for Alliance Bank Central Texas. They're on the web at alliancebanktexas.com. Thanks to them. There is baseball tonight at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark, the Bears, and we visited with Jim Blair on the show yesterday. Go back and find that if you missed our conversation with Jim Blair. Baseball plays Tarleton State tonight, 6:30 on the banks of the Brazos. They went to Stephenville, the Bears did, and lost to Tarleton a few weeks ago. It was kind of, I was visiting with Zach Dillon yesterday. Zach was on our flight leaving Waco to DFW. He was going recruiting. I think he was going to Tennessee and then maybe Florida and then back home, but day in the life of a college coach. But visiting with Zach, we both agreed that Tarleton that was a big game for them, obviously, to get Baylor in their ballpark in Stephenville, and they played like it, and they beat Baylor that night. So the return trip comes up tonight, Baylor versus Tarleton State. I'm going to dub it the battle for the Bruner Cup that comes up tonight. Our friends, the Bruners, have Bruner Chevy City there right on the loop in Stephenville, and they support Tarleton State, but they are Baylor grads through and through, so it's always fun when Baylor and Tarleton get together. I'm driving a Jeep Grand Cherokee L from Bruner Motors and love it, so thank you for that, Mr. Bruner. So that's baseball coming up tonight, and Jim Blair, who was on with us yesterday, we ended the interview, if you saw that. I was telling him I was headed to Las Vegas, and he's a big fan of the Foo Fighters and U2, and he said they'd seen U2 in concert here in Las Vegas, and then he said his wife drug him to a George Strait concert, and he said that wasn't the greatest, and then he texted me afterwards, and he said, no, it wasn't George Strait. He said, that sounds like I'm a communist, that I don't like George Strait. It was Garth Brooks. And so I told him I'd make the correction, but I'm sorry, buddy, the damage is done. Some people may think you're a communist if you say you don't like George Strait. But I told him I'd make the correction today here this morning. So baseball in action tonight, hosting Tarleton State, 6:30, and on the Baylor Sports Media Network on ESPN Plus. For the Bears on a really nice stretch right now. They won 4 games in a row, swept 4 games last week, the midweek game over Incarnate Word, then the 3-game sweep of Houston in Houston. So they try to keep that going tonight against Tarleton. And then it's actually 4 games in 5 days for the Bears with BYU coming in. And the BYU series will always be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. They do not play on Sundays. But this is Easter weekend, so it would have been anyway a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series, so as to have it finished on Saturday ahead of Easter Sunday. So 4 games in 5 days coming up. Might adjust the pitching a little bit for the Bears with that rapid fire of games this week. Also, Baylor softball is in action tonight, 6:30 first pitch at the Big Getty at Getterman Stadium. They are playing Incarnate Word coming up this evening, and we'll visit with Megan Diaz, member of Coach Moore's staff, coming up in just a bit. We'll talk more about Baylor softball in action tonight against Incarnate Word. So we're off and running from Las Vegas Pacific time. We'll take a break, come back, and how about a little John Gruden with Sawyer Robertson? Interesting video that we found on Twitter, on X, with Gruden, who has worked out the Baylor quarterback, and some pretty good Baylor knowledge from John Gruden. We'll share that with you when we come back. Garrett's got that queued up. We'll have it when we come back. John Morris Show on a Tuesday from Las Vegas. We are brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. Enjoy a quiet atmosphere at the Brazos Landing's French Quarter with its beautiful river views. They are open Tuesday through Sunday, so closed yesterday, but back open today, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Come take a part of that $12 lunch menu at the Brazos Landing. Items like the prime ribeye chicken fried steak, bourbon maple glazed bacon, BLT, red beans and rice, much more delicious dishes available at the Brazos Landing. 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. today, the Brazos Landing in Waco, where I-35 and the Brazos River meet. Take a break. Back with more in a moment. John Gruden with Baylor, now former Baylor quarterback Sawyer Robertson. A little bit later, Megan Diaz, assistant coach for Baylor softball. Stay with us. John Morris Show live from Las Vegas. We'll continue after this.
Hey, it's Zach Gelb. We're talking NFL and college football. Plus, we have some of the biggest interviews in sports media. You got to check out the Zach Gelb Show right here on 365 Sports, weekdays 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 to 3 p.m. Central. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/@ZachGelbShow.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Are you looking for top-shelf sports talk about the West Virginia Mountaineers, where you can get objective analysis, but with the passion of a fan? Well, look no further than right here at Couz's Corner. I am Justin Couz Walker, the host of Couz's Corner, and you can find my show on demand over at YouTube. Most shows are uploaded by 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also check out my live post-game reaction shows. My special guest interviews, you can find it all on YouTube at Couz's Corner. Go check it out.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And back with us, John Morris Show from Las Vegas this morning, where it is 7:20 Pacific time. Glad you're with us, whatever time zone you're tuned in. Hey, Tom Woolsey texts me that he is tuned in this morning. So, Tom, appreciate you. Thank you very much. We will have Megan Diaz from Baylor softball coming up next segment. Softball heading into a busy home week for themselves as well, just like Baylor baseball. Also, the NCAA women's tournament continues. Their Final Four is now set in my beautifully appointed room here at the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas. I sat here, did some work, and watched most of the second half of TCU and South Carolina last night, women's basketball. And South Carolina is just a machine, man. TCU hung in there as long as they could, and then South Carolina just slowly pulled away and just ended up winning by 26 points. 78-56 was the final score. Ends the season for TCU women. They were the last hope for the Big 12 in the women's tournament. South Carolina advances to its sixth consecutive Final Four, and it's straight chalk in the women's tournament. Not much of a surprise there. That's the way it plays out for the most part. The top teams are the top teams, and they just prove it in March. So South Carolina advances, and let's see. The other number one seeds are, I got to double check this. The other number one seeds are Texas winning, and they advance. So the Texas Longhorns, Lady Longhorns, are in the Final Four. They smashed Michigan in the Elite Eight. 77-41 was the score. So these are two of the final 8 teams in the NCAA women's tournament, and UT wins by 36. So that's, again, sort of what you get on the women's side. UCLA is number one. They beat Duke in the Elite Eight. They advanced. That game was a 12-point game. And then UConn is sort of the measuring, or very much the measuring stick right now in women's college basketball. They are undefeated on the season, and they won 70-52 over Notre Dame to advance to the women's Final Four. So the women's Final Four is in Phoenix, Glendale, Arizona area coming up this week, and it will be the 4 number one seeds: UConn, UCLA, Texas, and South Carolina, the 4 teams that are there. All right, Baylor football going through spring drills. In fact, they are back on the field today, and I think that's right. Schedule's a little bit different this week because of the Easter holiday, but I'm pretty sure that they are on the practice field today. Would be the 4th practice of spring. It's DJ Lagway out there at quarterback for the Bears. Sawyer Robertson has moved on and found this video of Sawyer Robertson, who's going through the quarterback camp with John Gruden. They were working out together, and Gruden does a ton of videos about the quarterbacks and other players that he works out, but thought this one was fun. So take a look and a listen of John Gruden with former Baylor quarterback Sawyer Robertson.
Hey, Jake, you're not going to believe this box and who I got to help me open it. It's the Baylor Bears, and I got their quarterback, Sawyer Robertson.
Come on now.
What do you think, man? You know, you wonder if quarterbacks have clout. I said, how about a box from Baylor? FedEx, man.
Let's go. Overnight shipping.
Let me have a little history lesson. Who's your all-time favorite Baylor Bear?
All-time favorite? It's got to go with the Heisman Trophy winner, RG3.
Okay, I got one better than that. How about Willie Nelson?
Yeah.
On the road again. How about Mike freaking Singletary? What's it like being a Baylor Bear?
No, it's awesome, man. Great school where I made my dreams come true. So I'm thankful for this school forever.
I mean, this is where the Buffalo Bills got Terrell Bernard, man. Did you know that? And who's the badass for the Houston Texans?
Jalen Petrie. He's a dog. Yeah, he built that place.
What do they say about Petrie out there?
He's a legend. He walks back, and they got the red carpet rolled out for him anytime he needs it.
Who are the top 3 receivers in Baylor Bear history? I'll give you Kendall Wright.
I'm going to go Corey Coleman, Bolitnikoff.
How about Josh Gordon?
Josh Gordon's up there for sure. Yeah.
How about Terrence Williams?
Terrence Williams. That's another good one.
A lot of
Dallas
great
Cowboy.
quarterbacks. How about that? Put that on.
You like the
What is this
colors?
here? Look at this.
I like that. That one's cool.
Oh, Walter Abercrombie, running back. Alfred Andrews. Don't you remember these guys, Jake? My head's too big for that. You know,
You like the color scheme we got going on over here in Waco? The yellow.
I like the color scheme in moderation. I don't think you have to have all yellow. Some of your uniform selection was a little bit
That's cool, yeah.
very nice right there. You like that, Jake?
Sick.
Hey, we hooked. We hooked. What's up,
Let's see
man?
what else we got. There's a visor. Wow, they sent me a lot of stuff. Who's the greatest coaches in Baylor history, other than Coach Aranda? I know Matt Rule coached there. My old
Rule
friend
was
Kevin
there.
Steele. How about Grant Taft,
Grant
man?
Taft is the GOAT. He's
Great
got a statue.
My God, he's got a
gotta go with the
statue.
guy with the statue.
Look at this right here, Jake.
Yeah, it's nice.
Freaking sweet, man. Come on, what else you got?
You
Open
pro
up
day.
some
Hey,
stuff.
pro day. A couple days ago. Slung the rock around.
My dad used to coach for the Buccaneers. We drafted Irvin Randall, John Randall's big brother. Look at this right here, Jake.
That's cool.
Is that sweet right there?
Yeah, I'm stealing that.
Huh?
I'm gonna steal that, I think.
Oh, here you go. You got a
How
nice
about that
color
big
scheme.
defensive tackle, Andrew Billings?
He's still playing, right?
Hell yeah, he's
Bears.
still playing.
Yeah.
Man, that is really nice.
Nice
Look at
golf
this right
shirt
here,
right there.
Jake. It's got a Baylor Bear on there. Man,
Oh, nice.
look at that right there. Is that sweet?
Very sweet.
You ever heard of the corner for the Miami Dolphins? He's like 6'5". I call him X Howard, Xavier Howard.
Xavier.
Shit, try getting away from him in bump coverage. Michael Johnson, the Olympian sprinter.
Sprinter. Track guy.
What was that guy you had from that movie? What was that guy's name you had? What was his name?
From the office.
Yeah, the office.
Yeah, it was the girl. It was the girl.
What was that girl?
Angela. I don't know her real name. It's Angela from the
She
office.
went to Baylor?
She went to Baylor, yeah.
Wow.
You're a big Office fan, right? You
I
know that
am.
show?
What are you doing, Waco?
Oh, there's a lot, man. You know, you got the Brazos River right through campus. You
Huh?
just put your rods in the back of the truck and go fishing anytime you want.
This is really some great gear.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, when I was coaching for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, our kicker, Matt Bryant, went to Baylor.
Oh, yeah?
I used to ask him, I said, where the hell did you go to college? He said, Baylor. You know what I mean? This is some great stuff. The Baylor Bears. We had Bryce Petty on our show one time. I remember Cody Carlson.
Yeah.
Played for the Houston Oilers back in the day. Great quarterback. You guys ever had any D linemen? How about Santana Dotson? You remember these guys?
I was young probably when they were. I was
No
young when they were-
excuse. No excuse. Thank you, guys. What do they sing at Baylor? Is there a tradition?
Let's go. Hey, we'll do the Sick 'em Bears. So we go, Sick 'em Bears.
Let's do it.
Sick 'em Bears.
Freaking go throw some. Thank you, guys. Let's go Baylor Bears. Coach Arand, thanks for the box. We got a hell of a quarterback here. Hope you got another one. See ya. Go Bears.
That's great. It's pretty good Baylor knowledge from John Gruden. Now, I'm sure he'd studied up, or he kept referring to Jake, who was shooting the camera. I'm sure they helped him with that. But pretty good Baylor knowledge going back. And, yeah, Matt Bryant was the kicker when he was the coach at Tampa Bay. So fun to see John Gruden there with former Baylor quarterback Sawyer Robertson. The draft comes up in about a month from now, actually less than a month from now, end of April will be the NFL draft. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll be joined by Megan Diaz, Baylor softball assistant coach. We'll talk about Baylor softball opening a 5-game homestand tonight against Incarnate Word at the Big Getty at Getterman Stadium. We are brought to you every day of the week by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. We're also brought to you by Toe King of Waco. Toe King is here to help the next time you're stuck on the road. A locally owned and family-run business, Toe King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with highly trained operators. Toe King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Toe I'd put them in my phone. That way, the next time you need them, you don't want to be searching for the number. You just go to Toe King at 254-666-5484. Tell Gary we sent you by. That is Toe King of Waco. Megan Diaz of Baylor softball joins us after a break. Stay with us. John Morris Show from Las Vegas will continue.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Looking for football talk without the fluff? It's Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell, a former NFL quarterback breaking down the game from the inside, plus real conversations about sports, leadership, life, and everything in between. No hot takes for clicks, just honest analysis, strong opinions, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. Football talk and more, the way it's supposed to be. Subscribe now to Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell on YouTube.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Tuesday, coming to you from Las Vegas. We're here with Baylor men's basketball opening play in the Crown tomorrow night against Minnesota. It's the first game of the tournament for the Bears. There is baseball and softball at home tonight. Softball hosting Incarnate Word. And joining us now is Baylor softball assistant coach Megan Diaz. Welcome to you. Thanks for your time. How are things this morning?
They're good. Drove in, got my coffee, and I'm about to get ready to play a game. So good day so far.
Very good. Very good. I appreciate your time. Thanks very much. Coming off a rough stretch for you guys. I mean, you played 9 games, including 8 ranked opponents in there. Yeah. That was Arizona over the weekend out in Tucson. It was a tough stretch for y'all, but I thought you competed really well.
Yeah, Arizona is the top 15 team for a reason. They came out swinging, and we gave up some big innings, but that's something we have to clean up for sure. But I was proud of our girls in the fight that they showed, and I was just really proud of them overall. Obviously, not the outcome we wanted, but it's a hostile environment there, and they did good.
That last game, the Sunday game against Arizona especially, I mean, y'all played really well. You had a lead for a part of that game. It was just great to see how your team battled against a really good, top 15 team in Arizona.
Thanks. Yeah, Arizona had when we would throw a punch, they'd come back that same inning and throw a punch back, and that's why they're a ranked team. Um, as a defense, we had to limit the damage in those situations, and we didn't do that every time, and that's something we're going to fix and grow from. But overall, I was proud. It was a hostile environment, and they proved that they can play in those type of environments, so that was good.
Yeah, very good. Before we look at this week's schedule, and it's a busy one, let's go back to last week. That Tuesday game, I guess a week ago tonight, was the UTA game at Getterman Stadium. And I remember talking Wednesday morning about that. It was so fun. You know, it's a run rule win, and you think, okay, here's a normal win. But the way you did it with Ella Brown getting the game-winning hit, you know, that ended it, and another walk-on scoring what turned out to be the final run of the night, that was so cool to see, you know, them have their moment in a Baylor win.
Yeah, that was very rewarding to see. Coach Moore got everybody in that game, I believe, except Cambry Kreger, and that was really cool to see just everyone contribute and their hard work paying off and being able to get some light. And I was really proud of Ella coming in there. She had actually, I think, 2 hits. The first one they called foul, but it was a line drive down the line, barely foul, and then came back and hit a double to win the game. So cool to see. So
that's fun. That was a great story coming out of that game. So good win there. And then here you are back home at the Big Getty and nearing a milestone at Getterman Stadium. Did you know this? Baylor's won 498 games all time at Getterman Stadium. So you're 2 away from 500.
Wow.
You can do that this week.
Let's go. I did not know that. That's an interesting fact.
Yeah, there you go. Goes back to 1999 when Getterman Stadium opened. So 2 wins away from 500. I hope that comes on Thursday. That would be your second game this week. How about tonight, Incarnate Word? Well, how about the week in general? You play Incarnate Word tonight and then a 3-game series against Houston. Moved up a day because of Easter. So you really have, 4 games in 5 days this week?
Yes. I mean, that's a lot for our girls. However, they're ready. They so used to playing so many games in summer ball and then coming here. So we start with Incarnate Ward, and they're a good team this year. They are 22-13, I believe. And they have a girl who has hit 14 of their 35 home runs. And she's batting around 430, I believe. And so they can swing it. They're batting 325 overall. And they've had a good year so far. They've beaten some good teams. So we're preparing for them today. So I'm excited to see what our girls do after a long weekend.
Yeah, very much so. And right back in it, Incarnate Word tonight. Then Houston comes in Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. Nice to get them at home, right?
Yes, we were there last year, and then Houston is 1-11 in conference. However, they're still a great team. They've beat Missouri and the SEC and McNeese as well, and we have a tough conference. They've opened up with, I believe, like Tech, who's a great team as well. So we're not taking anybody lightly. I think that we'll be ready to go.
Good deal. And you've beaten Houston 10 straight times, haven't lost to them since 2021. So but take everybody, respect to everyone. I know you do that. And that'll be Houston coming in Thursday at 6:30, Friday at 6:30, and Saturday at 2 for that series finale. Your RPI right now, Matt Roberts says, is 27 beginning the week. You played a tough schedule. That's a very, very good RPI. I mean, your team is, I think, on the way to an NCAA tournament berth, but you got to take every game as it comes, right? And just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, we just have to keep competing and playing our game and not letting big innings happen and grow from the big innings that have hurt us in these past few games. And then Coach Hu has done a great job with our offense, and they just have to keep chipping away. And our defense is actually leading the Big 12 in fielding percentage in the conference. once conference started, we kind of stepped our defense up, and we have a 983 fielding percentage. So I'm happy and proud of them, but we just got to keep playing our game.
Very good. Well, that's great. Keep doing it, and good luck this week. Tell us again, you're kind of ramrodding that reunion that's coming up. Tell us about that, when that's going to happen.
So that's April 17th, I believe. It's the Saturday that we play Utah. So that's happening. We have a lot of people that have RSVP'd already. It's going to be a fun time. I actually got to see KJ Freeland this past weekend in Tucson. She'll be back home or back in Waco as well, her and her husband, and just will be a neat time to just see how everyone is, and now that we're grown up, and just get to spend some time together back to where it all began. So I'm excited.
That's fun. That's really fun. Well, that'd be great to have them together that weekend, the weekend around April 17th. Yes. Hey, Megan, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Good luck tonight. Good luck the remainder of this week. And thanks for being on with us this morning.
Thank you. Have fun in Vegas.
All right. Thanks very much. Megan Diaz, Baylor softball assistant coach with us. Busy week, like baseball, 4 games over 5 days. They'll play Incarnate Word tonight at 6:30. Then the Houston Cougars come in for a 3-game series Thursday night at 6:30. Friday night at 6:30 and Saturday at 2 for Baylor and Houston. Then there's another home game to wrap up the homestand. They'll play Lamar Monday at 5 p.m. at Getterman Stadium. And they go into tonight's game. 498 and 198 is the all-time record for Baylor softball at Getterman Stadium. Still one of the true jewels in college softball stadiums. Teams and programs, they come to look at Getterman Stadium and are just so envious of what Baylor has. And a milestone could happen, should happen this week. 500th win at Getterman Stadium, who we like to call the Big Getty. We get that from Glenn Moore doing an interview one day with Glenn. He just sort of dropped that, that term, the Big Getty. And I pounced on it. I said, "Oh, I like that, the Big Getty." So that we're always looking for opportunities to refer to Getterman Stadium as the Big Getty. All right, thanks for being with us. Let's take a break. We'll be back. We'll look ahead. We'll wrap things up and share some birthdays with you. Also, John Morris Show on a Tuesday, coming to you live from the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas, here with Baylor men's basketball competing in the Crown. We are brought to you in part by DeCampley's Ristorante. Italy meets Texas at DeCampley's every day in a warm and authentic experience, serving lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday and offering an off-menu special every Friday and Saturday. DeCampley's in Waco, serving the best authentic Italian dishes. Take a break. Back with more in a moment. Live from Las Vegas. We'll be right back.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco. One of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course.
Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Looking for football talk without the fluff? It's Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell, a former NFL quarterback breaking down the game from the inside, plus real conversations about sports, leadership, life, and everything in between. No hot takes for clicks, just honest analysis, strong opinions, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. Football talk and more, the way it's supposed to be. Subscribe now to Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell on YouTube.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And welcome back, John Morris Show, final segment on a Tuesday. You know, one of our most loyal viewers, like every day, is Steve Campbell. Steve will be front and center when Baylor softball plays this evening and every game at Gatterman Stadium. Steve is there in the coaches show, especially when Coach Moore is there. But Steve texted me during the break and makes a correction of a mistake that I made. So, Steve, thank you for that. The softball game is at 5 o'clock today. I've been saying 6:30, but it's 5 o'clock today, Baylor versus Incarnate Word at Gatterman Stadium. So 5 o'clock today, then the Houston series will be 6:30 on Thursday, 6:30 Friday, 2 o'clock on Saturday. Steve, correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think that's right. But it is 5 o'clock today for Baylor softball. So great opportunity to go out and see the Bears playing really, really well in a big week at home, starting a 5-game homestand today. So 5 o'clock, first pitch today for Baylor and Incarnate Word softball. The baseball game, Baylor versus Tarleton State, is at 6:30 tonight. All right, we like to share birthdays with you in this final segment. We got some good ones for you. Logan Lowry's birthday is today. Logan played basketball at Baylor, and I think Logan was one of the guys. I'm pretty sure that is. I'm pretty sure this is right. When we were in one of the NITs, twice Baylor made it to the Final Four in the NIT in 09 and 13. Well, one of those years, Logan and a couple of his friends are roaming around, and they go to Trump Tower, and they ask to see Donald Trump, obviously way before he was president. And somehow, lo and behold, here comes Trump, and they get a picture with him. So pretty cool to go to New York, and there's a picture of Logan and a couple of our guys with Donald Trump from that trip. So good memory there. And Logan, happy birthday to you today. Let's see, who else do we have birthday-wise? Oh, it's Russ Bookbinder's birthday today. Russ, son-in-law of Coach Taff and Mrs. Taff, married to Tammy Bookbinder. Russ had a great career with the San Antonio Spurs, not playing, but in the front office with the Spurs. And now he and Tammy have moved to Waco, and it's great to run into him. He really runs the Grant Taft Foundation and does a great job with that. We need to have Russ on with us at some point and let him tell you everything that goes on with the Grant Taft Foundation. But happy birthday to Russ Bookbinder today in Waco. It's Chad Klempnauer's birthday. Chad was with us in fan engagement for a long time. Good Baylor man, Chad. Happy birthday to him today. And I think there is one more. It is Dale Caffey's birthday. Dale, for those of you who have been around Waco for a while, you'll remember him as the sports director at KCEN TV. So Dale and I were, he was at KCEN, I was at KWTX at the same time. So we would cross paths quite a bit, and great competition between the stations way back then. Then Channel 25, KXXV came on the scene. And now Fox 44 is doing great things, local news, local sports wise. But back in the day, it was really just 6 and 10 were the only two stations doing local newscasts, and Dale was the sports director there, and I was the sports director at KWTX TV. So happy birthday to Dale Caffey. Appreciate him greatly, and wish him a happy birthday if you know Dale. A couple of other things. The lead story here in Las Vegas, sports-wise, the Las Vegas Knights are an NHL team, and they haven't been doing well, and they just changed coaches, but they played a home game last night. There were some of our guys, not the players, but some others who were thinking about going to see the Knights play last night. I don't know if they made it or not, but the Las Vegas Knights, imagine hockey in Las Vegas, and they are just wildly popular here. I mean, walking around, I saw a ton of people. I don't know if they were going to the game or just wearing the jerseys, the sweaters of the Las Vegas Knights. So very, very popular. And they played a game last night and won. So their first win with their new head coach came last night. So the Las Vegas Knights, very prominent here. You know, they're building a baseball stadium, and what used to be the Oakland A's are coming to Las Vegas. I think that's next season. I think I know where the ballpark is. I'll walk down there and see how far along they have gotten with that. It may still be 2 seasons away. I mean, that's a huge project, as you can imagine. And the ballpark is right on the Strip, kind of would that be the south end of the Strip? So imagine the money that they have paid for that piece of property to build the ballpark here in Las Vegas. But the building continues of the ballpark. I'll find out when their first season here will be. It may still be 2 weeks away before they're actually playing games here in Las Vegas. And lead story news last night and again this morning was the NFL made the announcement that the Super Bowl is coming back to Las Vegas. It'll be in 2029 at Allegiant Stadium, which is a terrific home venue for the Las Vegas Raiders. So the Super Bowl is coming back to this city, and I got to think that's a popular choice for people as a destination to come to the Super Bowl, and also have plenty of other things to do when they're here in Las Vegas. So that's the headline sports news from here in Las Vegas. Let's hope that the Crown Tournament takes over some headlines tomorrow as play begins. 2 quarterfinal games tomorrow, Colorado versus Oklahoma. Here is the bracket again. That's the first game coming up tomorrow evening, Colorado and Oklahoma. And then Baylor and Minnesota is the nightcap, 7:30 tip-off Pacific time. So that'll be 9:30 tip-off Central Time. Pat Nunley and I will be on the air at 9 p.m. Tomorrow evening. Then a 9:30 tip-off. Television will be on FS1 for these games. Tim Brando is doing the 2 games tomorrow, the quarterfinal games for Fox FS1. And it just has, when Tim's doing the game, just has a big game feel. You know, he's done so many big games through the years for ESPN, for CBS, and now at Fox. And Tim was on our flight from Dallas to Las Vegas yesterday. So got to see him and visit with him just a bit. But those are the first 2 games coming up tomorrow night. Baylor involved in the nightcap, the 9:30 game Central Time against Minnesota. The next night, the other 2 quarterfinals, Stanford and West Virginia, and that's followed by Rutgers and Creighton. So Baylor has a team. I mean, Baylor could win this tournament. I mean, not easily, but I could see Baylor winning this tournament. They've got a team that has been just on the cusp of putting it all together for 40 minutes every game, and they just didn't do it every game for 40 minutes. But if they do, they've got a buy-in complete from their roster, and that'll be the big thing with these teams here, is to see how full the rosters are, how many guys have opted out of this tournament. For Baylor, all in, everybody's in. So that's a good thing, and that's a plus for the Bears as they open play here in the college basketball crown. Talk more about that tomorrow. Hope you can join us then. Lord willing, we're back on the air at 9 a.m. Central Time tomorrow morning. I'll see what I can do, Garrett, about lining up a shot from the balcony tomorrow
we can make
morning.
That happen.
I'll see if I can make it happen. The thing that's holding me back is I got to figure out something steady to set the camera on.
Yeah.
But the balcony through the bedroom there and outside shoots out toward the strip. So it'd be a better background than this, right? This is nothing.
That'd be an awesome shot. Like I was telling you, man, you're setting up to have like the best shots, period. You had the ocean, you had the Atlantic, and then you can set this up, man.
Yes. I'm gonna make it happen. One way or the other, I'm gonna make that happen. So join us tomorrow for that. Garrett, thanks very much. Garrett Ross behind the scenes making things happen. Brandon and his wife are off having a baby this morning. So best of luck and blessings on them. We appreciate Megan Diaz, who was on with us. Baylor softball, their game tonight against Incarnate Word. 5 o'clock, first pitch at Getterman Stadium. Thanks to Steve Campbell, who texted me that information, and Tom Woolsey, who's tuned in. Thanks to Tom for tuning in this morning as well. Thanks to you. We appreciate it very much. Lord willing, we'll be back with you in the 9 a.m. hour tomorrow, Central Time. John Morris Show brought to you by Alliance Bank, Central Texas, and by the Brazos Landing. That's it for today from Las Vegas. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personal. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
At DeCampley's Italian Ristorante, we are committed to providing an authentic Italian experience. Through exceptional service, delicious food, and a family environment, we want our guests to create memories that they will want to share with their family and friends. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. Make your reservation today. Check us out on Facebook and at decampleys.com.
My name is David Maddox, owner of Waco Foundation Repair. I've been in business right at 20 years, incorporated since 2003, and nonstop, very busy business to be in. We stay plenty busy with this good old Central Texas ground that constantly moves and does its thing. If you think you have foundation repair issues, call Waco Foundation Repair today.
Spring has sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.